Well, guys, we're back at it on the 2-minute warning. G. Bush in, Mikey McNuggets is off. He's flying around the country. Adam the Bull in, Jeff Lloyd is in with us as well. Guys, Browns are down 17-10 driving with some field position. Bull, we've been here a couple of times before.
Yeah.
Where we stand with this, and can they pull this one off?
They can. Obviously, the offense has not been very good today. Today is a weird day because the Browns, for the most part this year, have played pretty well offensively and poorly defensively. And the only time the defense has played well this year, really, was against Cincinnati. And on that day, the offense played well as well. This is the first day we've seen the defense play really well and the offense be kind of bad. I mean, you know, in the first half, they got something going, but they really haven't effectively run the ball or thrown the ball today. And that big fourth down drop, you know, you could question whether they should have gone for it. I didn't have a problem with it. But the big drop, I mean, Amari Cooper, I could not have been more wide open. I mean, that, you know, who knows? We'll look back on that. But they do still got a shot here. I think Jacoby Brissett a couple times has caused his own sacks by holding on the ball too long. I don't know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, I think he's held on the ball too much here, Jeff. You know, for the first time, I think that he's really been holding the ball a little bit too long, taking a lot of sacks. There was a couple checkdowns, and when you see it on the review, Jeff, your thoughts on what Jacoby Brissett has done so far?
Jeff, real quick before you go, because I know I'm usually ahead of you guys, but Nick Chubb just had a big run. He must have gotten like 15, 20 yards on that play. Nick Chubb, left side, and the Browns have it at the they're like the 11-yard line of the Buccaneers. Obviously, you got to get a touchdown here. There's no field goals.
No, I mean, we all know what we're playing for here. Before we let Bull
guys,
jump back in,
thinking about it. You got to start thinking about it. Are we going for 2 or 1 here?
It's a great question.
You want to trust the defense, but how do you trust the offense right now?
Yeah, I mean, the defense has played great. I'm a gambler.
I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. Let's get 6 first.
Yeah,
let's get 6 before we even go here, right? What kind of dessert do we want?
Yeah, I'd probably go for it. I'm a gambling man. I like being aggressive. I would go for it, but I don't know if he will. We'll see. Be interesting.
Oh my God, this Nick Chubb run, you undersold it, Bull. Oh my God,
that was amazing.
Wow, dude, impressive.
2nd and 9. Brissett drops back. It's incomplete.
Oof.
Now you're at 3rd and long. Obviously, it's 4-down territory.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
I think Jacoby maybe felt a little bit about the moment. You know, it seemed like Jacoby today was a little bit off his mark. Maybe kind of felt the moment that he was closing it out here. Tough spot for him to obviously be on G. You know, we talked about this a couple times this week. But Bull, this is your show right now, man. Handle it. Let's go, Warren Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see them run again on 2nd down, but all right, I'm not gonna nitpick the play call like I complain when everybody else does that. 3rd down and 9. Browns have it just outside the 10. Brissett has time. Throws a screen pass. It's blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of yards. And now it's going to be 4th and like 12. No, 10. 4th and 10.
You know, when you get down here during the course of a week, you're supposed to have 5 to 6 plays you're ready to go with. You didn't run the ball on the first down. It looked like Chubb had some stuff going, didn't get it. Now you're looking around and you run a screenplay on 3rd down. And,
they threw it. They threw it to Njoku, and he's had a weird game today. That early drop where, all right, Brissett last chance, drops back, has time, fires to the end zone. I think it's caught.
What?
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku. I got to check the replay, make sure he's in, but they've called it a touchdown.
David Njoku.
Whoa, baby!
Oh, now you guys.
32 seconds left.
You guys get it ready to go. I'll go to you, Jeff. 32 seconds left. Are you going for the win or are you going for the tie, giving Tom Brady some time on the clock? What do you do here?
You got to go for it. You got to go for it. This is this is a testament to Jacoby Brissett and what he's done.
Yeah. By the way, if they go for it and they don't make it, Jay Crawford's gonna have a big day tomorrow. He's gonna kill
himself. He's gonna
that is a touchdown. They're kicking the extra point. They're not going for it.
Okay. All right.
I would have gone for it, but I'm not gonna kill Stefanski for this.
I'm not either.
Cade York by the way, Cade York, you got to make that field goal earlier in the game.
By the way,
that's a chip shot field goal. Come on now. Tie game though.
You talk about Cade York. This is you got to hit this one.
Oh, David Njoku.
By the way, super chat. We got a super chat from Preston Herring. He says he goes and totally redeems himself. Yes, he did.
Yes. Absolutely.
That was man. Fourth down. I mean, the way the season's been going, I did not think they were scoring a touchdown on that play. Did you guys?
At all. I thought listen, I had the. We're gonna hold our breath on this one.
Yeah. That was a heck of a throw, and that was an amazing catch by Njoku. I mean, that's a tough throw because you got to get it over the defender, and there's not much room there. But, man, that is not an easy catch by Njoku.
I mean, the whole entire world is looking at Joe Woods right now. We've had some blunders in the secondary before where missed assignments, guys get behind him. What do you do here? You want to get some pressure on Brady, but you don't want to give him all day where he can work and throw the ball over the middle, call timeout, and you think a game-winning field goal.
I mean, guys, I think first of all, I think you got to stay aggressive. They've been pretty aggressive this game, and the defense has played a hell of a game. I mean, Brady, I know Godwin's caught a ton of passes, but they've mostly been short passes. And just like the Browns scored on their first drive, so did the Bucs. They haven't done much since that first drive offensively. They had that one big run. Rachaad White had that one big run, I think, on the first drive. And they basically shut down the run for the most part since that play. We had an Anthony Schwartz sighting today. Two big plays for Schwartz.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Hey, you know what? For the first time, I can actually say, you look at Amari Cooper dropping the pass. He comes back the next drive, makes a catch. Yeah. What a catch by David Njoku. They're showing a replay of that. That was one-handed catch getting in bounds, and that was a tremendous catch by him. Big-time contract this year.
Guys, Brady drops back to pass, short completion to the running back, maybe 2-3 yards. Clock's moving. This game's going to overtime, I would think.
Yeah, I definitely think Tampa's okay with that. Yeah, there's no doubt.
15 seconds left. Brady steps up, fires deep downfield. Oh, it's caught at midfield, and he's tackled at the 46. 8 seconds left. Oh, I don't like that.
Wow.
They have time for one play. Right now, it would still be over a 60-yard field goal. So
in Cleveland,
Julio Jones made the catch. Oh boy! How did he get
the good,
so
the bad?
What happened there
on the play-by-play?
What's that?
I said the good, the bad of you on the play-by-play.
I know. That was a nice catch. That was just a nice play by Julio Jones. All right, so it's 1st and 10. The ball is at the Browns. I can't even see where the ball is exactly. I want to say it's at the 50, maybe the Browns 49. Yeah, Byron Leftwich on the sideline calling the play. It's at the 48, 1st and 10 at the 48, 8 seconds left. And the Bucs have 2 timeouts, so they'll be able to run one play and go for it. Browns just called their final timeout.
How did he get this wide open, man?
And he's only Julio Jones. Why would you cover him?
I mean, Denzel Ward has to carry with that a little more, man.
Denzel Ward's not.
Oh my goodness!
All right, listen. If they don't gain any significant yardage here, they're still in good shape because.
Oh yeah.
Right now it's over a 60-yard field goal.
If they don't get any either field goal or Hail Mary, that's the way this is going.
Right. They're not. I don't think they're going to try a from here to a 65-yard field goal, 66-yard field goal. They're not going to try that.
I mean, they'll try something short. They got a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to try to get to like the 40, 35 and try a 50-something-yard field goal to win it. We'll see. Brady drops back, has time, fires. It is incomplete, broken up. Nice job. I couldn't tell who broke it up. They went for Cameron Brate. So they have no more time. There's 2 seconds left. So I guess they're gonna try a Hail Mary.
Can Tom even throw it that far anymore?
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. Well, at least you don't have to worry about the field goal to win it now. Now it's just stopping the Hail Mary. Am I way ahead of you guys or no? Are you seeing it too?
You're ahead of us. I'm still at the 3rd down play.
Brady steps up in the pocket, fires for the end zone. It is incomplete.
Hey, bro. Hey,
you held it there for a second.
It was hard to see. It was hard to see. There's like 10 guys there. I couldn't tell what was going on in the pile. My TV's far away from here. And it got tipped up at like at the 2-yard line. It got tipped up and fell to the ground. So they're going to overtime.
Oh wow, 349 people in the chat. Please hit that like button.
What's up, everybody?
What's up,
Browns
man?
got a shot.
You got a shot. I was scared Brady didn't get it done. I was scared there in the middle when they found Julio Jones. I'm like, what is Denzel Ward doing? What the heck are you doing with that? Hey, hey, you give everybody high blood pressure.
I'm sorry there, Raphael. I couldn't tell. I didn't want to say incomplete unless I knew for sure it was. I didn't want to, that would have been worse if I would have said incomplete, then he caught it. So I wanted to make sure.
Hey, Randy Watson, hey, listen, we do not want him getting this toss. This coin toss.
We want him tossing a salad. That's it.
Yeah. Hold on, let me do this.
All right, what's happening in this coin toss?
Nice.
I'm
a little off the chain right now. How about that dinner last night, G. Bush?
Oh man, listen, we came up on something yesterday, man. What a night. $2 super chat. Thanks you, Chubb's 20 plus carries pulling us into OT, baby. We just creeped across the 20-yard mark.
He just got his 20th,
man. Yeah, he got his 20.
Nick Chubb.
And we lost the coin flip.
No, we did.
According to this, allegedly. Allegedly, Tommy says we've lost the coin flip.
I can't tell.
And Mr. Randy Watson said, yes, that's the game.
Oh, it's not the game. Stop panicking, everybody.
We ain't here yet, man.
He's got to score. He's only scored 2 touchdowns in this game. I mean,
he's not. He ain't did. Listen, for once, defense hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
The offense hasn't done anything against the defense. They've been playing well, but then again, it is Tom Brady. It is overtime, and you do expect certain things.
I hear you, but it's not the song. He's not the same Tom Brady.
Yeah. Hey, they're gonna play that back.
It's going to be close. It is not even close.
Hey, they're gonna play that back. They're gonna play that back 100 times. He's not the same Tom Brady. Jeff gonna be like, not even close.
Yeah. if he drives him down for a game-winning touchdown.
It'd be just like this. Hey, touchdown.
No, but if this was the real Tom Brady with the Browns only putting up 10 points, this would have been over. This would have been over mid-third quarter.
And the Browns, if it had been, the Browns would have gone for it. If they were like that, if this was like a Patrick Mahomes panic situation.
Of course.
And good job by the offensive line getting it together on that last drive. The offensive line, guys, has not been great these last few games, right? But they got it together on that last drive. How about this? The Browns have their leading receivers, Amari Cooper, with 32 yards.
Man, listen.
David Njoku, 5 for 9 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
At what point in time are the Browns going to get over the hump and we actually get something? Like, you can't take L's in these situations all the time, can we? Is it possible?
I hope it's not. I hope it's. I can't remember if I'm trying to say not or is possible. I'm confused at the moment, but hopefully they'll pull this one out. That would be nice.
Be great, man.
Looking for a 3 now. You're looking for a turnover. That's what you're looking for.
Looks like Baltimore's going to win. Looks like Cincinnati just beat Tennessee. Cincinnati just beat Tennessee, and Baltimore's up 19-10 on Jacksonville. So, well, anyway, I mean, listen, overall, Browns have played a pretty solid game today. However, it turns out in overtime, they certainly didn't quit. It's so funny because the trick play with Schwartz works, and if it doesn't work, everybody's going nuts. What an idiot. Why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And, of course, now, that's what happens. When those plays don't work, they look bad. When they do, it looks amazing. All right, so it's a touchback on the kick, and so the Buccaneers will get the ball in overtime to start it. I'm not panicked about it, though. I'm feeling good about the Browns here in overtime.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great if we got like a pick 6, man. 401 people in the chat. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well.
Yeah. By the way, this 20 is not a magic number, people. Don't be stupid. Let's have more intelligence in our conversation. Please have more intelligence.
Here's the ultimate bet then, right? We're in the ultimate bet. He's number. If he gets more, it's supposed to work, right? So,
Brady to Godwin, 5 yards on first down.
Denzel Ward trailing in coverage. Oh wait.
I mean, don't you make them beat you? Don't you make them beat you over the top?
All right, Brady dropping back, has all kinds of time. He's firing deep, and it is incomplete. Ooh, he had Mike Evans. Evans had a step. Was that Ward? I missed it. I couldn't tell. Evans had a step, and Brady overthrew him.
Hey,
Watch this.
It's been Emerson on Evans most of the
Emerson.
day, so.
Yeah. He had a step, and he overthrew him.
So we got 3rd and 5, right?
3rd and 5. Did you see?
He had him.
He had him.
He just needed to drop it in the bucket, put a little more air on it. But then again, those are not high percentage throws for a reason.
3rd and 5, guys. Oh, the Browns may have moved. Oh, shoot. They may have moved. They jumped. I thought he got back, but then the Bucs left tackle moved. I think they're going to call it on the Browns. Yes. Shoot. That's going to be a first down. Myles Garrett jumped.
Can't do it.
That stinks. So it's 1st and 10 because it was 3rd and 5. Let's see the replay. Yeah, he definitely jumped. By the way, the fans, the Browns fans that were annoyed that they did not call that face mask against Nick Chubb. He didn't get face masked on that play. Do you remember that earlier?
Yeah, he didn't.
He was near the head. Anyway.
Can't do it, Miles. Can't do it.
All right. He completes to Rachaad White for 6 yards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 4.
See, these are the plays where you gotta find somebody that's gonna make a play.
Yeah.
Gotta find somebody that's gonna make a play, man.
It's a bad mistake. Tafster won, but Myles Garrett is not terrible. Don't say stupid things. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
All right, Brady drops, has time. It is incomplete, so we're looking at a 3rd down again. Bucs looking for a flag, but there is not a flag. Delpit had the coverage. I think it was on the tight end. And, yeah, they were going for, what's his name, Brate. Good coverage by Delpit. It was physical, but that was a good no call. So, 3rd down and 4. Another chance here. Darla, stop saying we all know the Browns are going to lose. Stop being so freaking negative. Stop it.
It's good defense.
Come on, you stop him here, and then you need only a field goal to win it. Complete to Godwin. They needed 4. He got 6. Godwin's tough. But, listen, I mean, they got Godwin, Julio, and Evans, and obviously Julio's not the same player, but they've overall done a good job. Can't really complain about the defense. I mean, it's been, even if they lose, even if they do lose, it's been a pretty good effort. I mean, listen, there's no consolation victories in the NFL. I get it, but all right, 1st down play. They got about 7 through to the back again. You're still not in field goal range, so Myles Garrett not getting there. All right, 2nd down and 4. They've gotten 5-6 yards on every 1st down, and then 2nd down, they've had an incomplete pass 2 times in a row. Brady again all day to throw. It is dropped. That would have been a 1st down, but he dropped it. It was good coverage.
I'm bringing people. I got him up there.
We got to get a little pressure on Brady here, right? Emerson made a nice play.
Everybody.
Look at that play by. Did you guys see that play by Emerson?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just,
He's a player. Emerson
got
is a player. Right now, he's the best cornerback.
Oh, he's been by far their best corner. He's been great.
Great defense right there.
All right, again, they had 3rd and 5 penalty, 3rd and 4 1st down, 3rd and 4. Brady drops back, no pressure again. Now late pressure coming, they got him. Oh, but he got rid of the ball. 1st down, he was being sacked, and he kind of flipped the ball, and it was complete. Oh. It was a flag. Wait a second. Clowney had Brady, and Clowney signaling as if the penalty's on Tampa Bay.
Let me see.
And it is holding on the Buccaneers. Woo! Did you see this play? How Brady got rid of that ball?
Right, great play.
Athleticism, that 45-year-old body.
Hector says, I got to go. Hector, why do I got to go? Where am I going? You saying you don't like me? If you don't, then you're a loser. You got bad taste. See you later. All right, but penalty. So instead of the 1st down, it's now going to be 3rd and 14 3rd and 14 at their own 42. So they got to get to the Browns 48 for a first down.
Watch for the screen game.
Brady fires. It is incomplete. And they're going to have to punt. I think Myles Garrett got a hit on Brady. Fortunately, no. Usually you touch Brady, it's a penalty.
Exactly.
No matter what. Ooh, Jacksonville. They got a shot here, by the way. If anybody cares, I don't know. Jacksonville had has a 1st and goal at the Ravens 2-yard line, down 9.
That game was running crazy late. So there's probably
they had like a weather delay or something.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Hey,
Probably more time in that game
right.
than anybody thinks there is.
He hit Myles Garrett hit Brady kind of high and a little bit later.
You're lucky. Usually you hit him, it's over.
I would have not done that. My goodness. I mean.
All right, here comes the punt return. Caught at the 15 and out of bounds at the 22 goes DPJ. He's had a nice day returning.
He's actually been good returning today. He's been
Yes. So, you guys, we're looking at the offense here. Obviously, you still don't you still have the running still in
100%.
Yeah. If you're the Browns, I don't kill you. If you're the Browns, you don't care about a tie. You're trying to put together the longest possible drive you can. And that means everything is in play. The running game, short passing game.
Yeah. I'm usually a big first down throw guy, but I'd like to see Chubb get the ball on first down here.
If they got something going here, like this is a place where Kevin Stefanski can make his hay. I mean, this is if you good at your first drive, be good in this last drive. All you need to do is get down to field goal position, execute 3 points, and you're ready to go.
That was weird. I don't know what that was. It was like they were running sideways with Chubb. And he lost 2 yards on the first down play. Jacksonville touchdown, 19-16. Well, all right. So much for my first down run. That didn't work out well.
Yeah. Not so much.
Yeah, side-to-side running plays. Bitter truth show. I don't know what that was. Edison says this is a must-win game. Yeah, I'd say so at 3-7. Brissett in trouble. Gets out of the pocket. He's to the 15. He's running 20, 25. Got to as a flag. I feel like that's going to be a holding probably.
Of course it is.
So instead of 3rd and 5, if it's a holding, it's going to be 2nd and 22. Yeah, holding. Shoot. Never liked that. Yeah, backwards is not a good strategy, AS. You're right.
I mean, Jedrick Wills. I mean, this guy, Jedrick Wills, he has sloppy technique. Ooh. He grabs people when he gets beat. If the guy beats you, don't grab him.
Don't make it so obvious. Yeah, I mean.
Good gracious, this guy is so undisciplined. And why does he have a dark visor on to begin with? You always missing somebody, bro. I'm tired of seeing that 71. Look at this. Look at the replay. You got the leverage on him. What are you doing?
All right, 2nd and 21. The ball's at the 10-yard line. Jacoby drops back into the end zone. Fires deep down the middle of the field. Has a man. Incomplete. He had Njoku deep. He's looking for a flag, but there is not one.
Boy, you seltzer. Has a man. Has a man. Oh.
He had him. I mean, Njoku's
open.
With
this. I will go with this, though. I think this is my favorite Browns uniform.
Yeah, it is. I like these unis, too.
They're good. I agree.
He's open.
I mean, there's not so much. There's only
he was
so much
open.
you can do with brown and orange.
He was
open.
Brissett underthrew it. I mean, I don't know what happened there.
You never do that, man.
What are the odds of converting a 3rd and 21?
Slim to none. Illegal hands to the face, penalty.
They're handing off on 3rd and 21. I don't understand that. I mean,
really?
I know the odds of throwing for a first down on 3rd and 21.
But you can get a pass interference. You can get a holding penalty.
You never get a first down running the ball on 3rd and 21.
You can get something in the air if they're.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's obviously showed a lot of confidence in the defense today, and they've made.
I don't know why.
Well, I mean, they've earned it at least today. I mean, they haven't earned it for much of the year, but they have.
Watch
earned
for
it
here
today.
for Barack though. Barack hasn't been able to pin a ball deep all day, and this will be the one where he shanks one.
No, it was a good kick. It was a decent return, so that the Bucs will start at their own 34. So considering how deep they were, that's not bad. Yeah, the Browns' O-line is a bit of a mess right now. I think that's fair. They're struggling. Going to Haagen-Dazs at center has made it a struggle.
Well, it wasn't my choice.
I mean, for a first round draft pick, Jedrick Wills not only misses blocks, but he's undisciplined. He's undisciplined.
That's a problem.
You have to know the down and distance, man. If you're beat, you just say, "Look, I hope my quarterback can get out of this."
Mm-hmm.
And he just.
By the way, can Jonathan Vilma pronounce anybody's name right? I mean, come on, man. Be a professional. Let's go.
I mean, this is the Triple D team, bro. You ain't got.
I do like Kenny Albert. I think Kenny Albert's solid.
Listen, Vilma is better than LeVar Arrington.
Oh, LeVar Arrington's the worst.
I mean, he might be. Boy,
he's the worst. I actually think Vilma's fine. He just doesn't know how to pronounce all these names. He gets everybody's name wrong. Yeah, I think he's a perfectly solid analyst.
But it doesn't help when Vilma says, like, I didn't go out there because of the weather. And then last year when he was in town towards the end of the season, he's like, oh, well, we didn't go to walkthrough because maybe there was snow. It's like, dude, why you admit you ain't going the extra mile, dude? Just, like, don't answer it.
All right, guys, 2nd and 5. They ran for 5 on first down. Oh, there must have been a penalty on Tampa Bay on the kick because they're further back. They just okay, I missed that, but they just completed a long first down to their own 39. So now that penalty, but that was good. Those penalties, and now even with the first down, 39-yard.
At some point, they're gonna have to heat Brady up. They haven't shown any blitzes. They haven't, and there's been a couple plays where people have been open, and they're gonna have to do something with giving him some pressure because right now. It's looking like a couple more first downs.
I know.
Brady's gonna kick this field goal.
Looks like they may blitz here. Oh, they pitch it near side. Oh, they had him in the backfield. He got away. It was only a gain of 1, but it should have been like a loss of 5. But all right, it's still 2nd and 9. By the way, guys, Baltimore was up 19-10. Jacksonville scored a touchdown with 6 minutes left, and now the Ravens just fumbled. And so Jacksonville's got it down 2 at the Ravens 16-yard line.
That's game. Finish the play, Clowney. Finish the play.
Yeah, he's got to make that play.
Finish the doggone play.
Could have been 2nd and 15.
Yeah.
We can't have a tie. I don't want no freaking tie. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. Brady under pressure. Gets rid of it. It is incomplete. Ooh, that could be a flag. Oh, please, no flag. All right, good. No flag. I thought, man, Emerson, it looked like Emerson was holding him a little bit, but I guess not. He was right on. Man, Mike Evans, what has Mike Evans done in this game?
Nothing.
Let me see this coverage here. Oh, man. There was no holding at all, no. Mike Evans, 2 catches, 31 yards on 10 targets. How about that, guys? I mean, Emerson's been on him all game.
Mike Evans don't have that long speed no more.
Somebody's hurt on the Browns. I don't know who it is.
Mike Evans ain't got that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think it's somebody on Tampa that's hurt. All right, 3:29 to go, 17-17, and the Buccaneers looking at a 3rd and 9.
This is huge here. You hold them to an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
You get them here. You got a chance to go down and do something on the field. I think that's one of the Buccaneers on the ground.
Yeah, it is. By the way, for our Guardians fans listening, this little nugget, I just saw that Mike Clevenger, former Guardians pitcher, just signed the free agent contract with the White Sox. Now, he hasn't been good the last couple of years, but I thought some of our fans might be interested.
Tristan Wirfs, according to our Cleveland 2022 sideline correspondent, allegedly is down.
Oh, Tristan Wirfs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a potential big loss for them. All right. Let's see here. Oh, they went to commercial. Jaguars just took the lead against the Ravens on a field goal. 20-17 with 4:20 left in the game. Who do you think wins? Man, by the way, guys, little under the radar, Lamar Jackson's not playing that well. I know they've been winning, so I think it's got now. And in fairness to him, he's got very little talent around him.
Yeah.
But he's not playing great. They're winning. They've been winning because of
No,
their
but
defense.
he's supposed to be the cream. He's supposed to be the cream that rises to the top of the mess that because they've never figured it out. And this year, it's not the same thing. It's not.
To be honest, they have no running game besides him. And to be truthful, they have nobody at receiver I'm scared of.
No, they don't. I mean, Mark Andrews is a great player, but even he missed a few games. He's back now. Yeah. What?
Tristan Wirfs looks like they got the card out for him.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. That's a big loss for them.
Oh, no doubt. And they're all sticky.
Lamar Jackson on the season, his completion percentage 63. That's not great. 16 touchdowns, 7 picks. Yeah, he hasn't been great. I mean, they're winning. That's all that matters. But, you know. McNuggets is in New Jersey for Thanksgiving. He's been working a lot, so he took the day off today. You know, that's what's happening. Is this the?
You gotta see some family, man. You gotta see some family.
Yeah. You know, he missed all the get-togethers yesterday. Mentioned before, G and I had dinner last night with Leroy Horde and Bernie Kosar, and Eric Metcalf showed up at the end.
Yep.
And Jason Duffner, the professional golfer who's originally from Cleveland.
Crazy. Had a real good steak. Bull said, I asked him, I tapped him on the shoulder. We had a ribeye. He said, I said, where does this rank? He said, oh, this is up there. Top 10.
One of the best steaks I've ever had. Yeah. It definitely was. It was phenomenal.
And I was full.
All right, guys, here we go. Guys, 3rd and 9. Brady drops back under pressure. They got him, and he's sacked.
Yes,
I think it was Myles Garrett.
Dav, 27.
Miles, now that's a big-time play, fellas.
That's a big-time play.
Woo. Eddie, we went to Johnny's downtown, man. It was a good deal.
Yes, sir.
I love you being all over that meal. All over the meal.
Yes, sir. Sacked. We see you.
Wow, that's fun. He got him right on the ankle. Just tripped him up. Brady lost his balance.
We'll take
Boom. And he couldn't.
Well, for those who are jumping in, what's the down and distance? What's the yardage?
It's 4th down. They're punting. 4th and 13. Punting. The punter is back at his own 20.
All right.
Here we go. 2:50 to go. DPJ is going to let it bounce, and it'll roll to the Browns' 28.
We'll take that.
So they'll have 1st and 10 at their own 28 with 2:45 to go.
Hey, I tell you what. We asked for it, and we talked about it. You know, Myles Garrett has quietly got 6 sacks in the last 7 games. But talk about it. This is an impactful sack in crunch time against Tom Brady when we needed it. So shout out to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, that was huge. You're 100% right. We asked for him to make a big-time play when it mattered. All right, here we go, guys. Jacoby Brissett's had a rough day, one of his worst games. Can he come through when it matters the most? He did in the final drive to tie it. Drops back. It is caught and a broken tackle, and the Browns get 15 yards on the play.
Oh, yes,
Amari
sir.
Cooper, who had that big drop earlier, made a nice play on the last drive, made a great catch. He had 2 guys on him, and he broke the tackle of both, and instead of about an 8-yard gain, it ends up being about a 15-yard gain. And the Browns will have a 1st down at their own 45-yard line. First of all, it's amazing. Cooper missed the easiest catch of his career, and this catch with a guy all over him, an arm in front of his face, he not only makes the grab, but then breaks the tackle and gets almost 10 extra yards. And Winfield, who's their best defensive back, who was right on him, got hurt on the play, and he had missed some of the game earlier. We know how good he is.
He was concussion protocol, like he was dating it the entire time. Yeah. They had him kind of like dancing around, no helmet in his hands.
I mean, and I'll give it to you. Tampa Bay's defense has been there. 24 is all over that play. I mean, he doesn't get there
Carlton
early.
Davis.
He's all over that. He puts the hand over. Amari Cooper just comes back to the ball, collects himself.
That's a great play.
And like you said, he gets about 5 to 7 more yards after that.
Guys, how we feeling in terms of confidence in Cade York making a game-winning field goal right now?
50-50.
It's weird. Did you see him when he missed that field goal?
Very badly.
He looked bad. He looked like embarrassed. I didn't like the way his. I mean, that was probably the worst kick of his career. Like at least some of the others.
Oh, there's no
longer.
Doubt. Absolutely.
I mean, that's an extra point basically.
4. Guys, that's all I thought when he kicked it. 4.
Here we go, guys. 2 minutes left. Oh, 2-minute warning. That's right. They have the 2-minute warning. I think it's so stupid that they cut down from 15 to 10 minutes.
I don't know why that's the thing. We got 497 people in the chat right now. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show so you can get your 2-minute warning, so you can get things like that. We're 35 minutes in right now. We've had a lot of back and forth in this game. Browns finally came back 17-17. Make sure we also definitely have our memberships, the $1.99 memberships as well as $4.99. Extra content, new stuff that we got coming out on emojis in the $1.99, and our extra bonus content every single day on Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on our overtime segments during the day. Make sure you subscribe to that, hit the notification bell so you know when you get all of our content. 5:06 and counting in the live room.
Ravens just got a long completion there in field goal range. Somebody just said, Charles says, you can't take my mouth. Peace and go Brown. What have I said? All I'm doing is rooting for this team. I don't know. You're a miserable person, Charles. See you later. Nobody needs you here anyway. You're irrelevant. Sorry, pal. Not my fault. All right, Browns picked up, looks like Nick Chubb for 4 on first down.
We'll take that.
Nick Chubb over 100 yards today.
Over 1,000 for the season.
Yep. Let's see. Chubb 23 for 111.
Let's see if it holds true.
Yep.
He got to 20 carries. He's 23. Let's see if he can ride him to the finish line here. Browns
have actually thrown it 4 more times than they've run it. Chubb 24 for 113, I should say.
Well, me and G.
So much for that pitch count.
Me and G may be the first for that.
Hey, you in overtime now today. Hey, he can sleep. He can sleep when he get home.
That's right. All right, third down. He got 2 yards on second down. Chubb out, Kareem Hunt in. 3rd and 4. Browns at the Buccaneers 48. Can't kick a field goal from here. It's too far. Less than a minute to go in the game. Jacoby, got to get the first down. Drops back, has plenty of time. Fires, man wide open. Caught 20, 15, 10, 5, down to the 2-yard line.
Yes,
Amari Cooper down to the 2. Guys, I think whoever was covering him fell down.
Hey, we'll take it. It's raining now. Get some new cleats.
First and goal at the 2, less than a minute. I ain't settling for a field goal. Punch that ball in with Nick Chubb.
That touchdown, Tutty.
Give me that Nick Chubb fantasy points, G. Give me those Nick Chubb fantasy points.
We need that. We need that.
Ravens touchdown. Oh, yes. Whoever, number 24 for Tampa Bay fell down.
Oh, you slipped. He's trying to grab him. He slipped again.
Oh, he's down at I think right at the 2. First and goal at 2, 47 seconds. Browns got 2 timeouts.
Bro.
Don't settle for a field goal. I don't want to mess around here.
Settle for a field goal. Run this rock in.
David says he slipped on the tire tracks. Maybe he did. Did the guy who drove his truck on the field just win the game for the Browns? Oh, my gosh. That is funny.
Oh, my God. The defensive back got absolutely taken to task by Amari Cooper. He came into the slot. He jazz feeded. He went outside on a wheel route, and nobody went with him. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Oh, that's brutal.
What's going on here? What are they? I don't know what they're discussing with the officials.
Ain't nothing to discuss.
I don't know. All right. Well, it's first and
2.5, whatever. I don't care if it's just 2 or 2.5, right?
Are they discussing whether he went out of bounds or whether they needed a timeout?
Maybe
what
I don't know what the marker is. I mean, you're just trying to kill a little time here, get some breath and some lungs, but oof.
Oh, Eddie's saying there was a horse collar tackle. Do we see that? I don't think there was a flag. What are they reviewing?
Ain't nothing to review, dog. If they want people to go crazy, ain't nothing to review. Like,
folks, we got it on mute. So what are they booth reviewing here?
Yeah, can somebody let us know what the view game is?
Like, did they just throw like the red flag and be like, "Yeah, just give me like a minute, like find something new. You can give me a minute here."
I don't know I can't imagine what they are reviewing here.
And the guys from Tampa's but the thing, Tampa's.
Well, it's over. It's not over, but they're not reviewing it. Maybe they did already.
Tampa's defense is not moving from that end zone, so that is not a good
sign. They're going first and goal. Here we go. All right. First, they spotted it to 3. Chubb in the backfield, I formation, tight end in motion. Now Bryant back to the right side. Jacoby under center, takes the snap, hands to Chubb. Up the middle, Not much doing. I don't think he gained any yardage. Second and
How many
goal.
timeouts do we have?
3. Browns have
It
2
doesn't matter.
timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, you're either scoring a touchdown or scoring a field goal. Either way, I mean, Browns. I don't want to say it, but you all know what I'm saying.
Are they just settling for the field goal and wasting clock here? I hope they're not doing that. It seems
Why
like that's what
would
they're
you
doing.
be even wasting clock though? It's overtime. You get the 3, you're done. It's over.
Right.
Tampa
that's
doesn't
true.
get another shot. If you want the field goal, let's go. Wrap it up. Let's get the hell out of here.
I get.
You want to give it to Nick? I'm not going to fault anybody. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. But
they did call a timeout, so they are trying to get it into the end zone. It's starting to rain out there. I know it's a short field goal, but he missed a short field goal before. I don't want to leave it to the kicker. I know he'll probably make it, but I just don't want to leave it to the kicker. Let's get Nick Chubb in the end zone. I think we'll all feel good about that. The league is not trying to stop you. Vic's Formula 44. Stop it. Cleveland, stop embarrassing yourself with the random numbers. Of course, Nick Chubb has a ton of carries. The game went into overtime. Stop it. Browns were a balanced team today.
It's not going to matter next week.
They're not winning because of the number of carries. Stop embarrassing yourself.
Somebody's ahead of us.
Nick Chubb! Touchdown! Nick Chubb!
There it is.
He gets in, baby!
There it is.
The Browns win it! Nick Chubb! Oh, no, there's a flag!
No, please don't talk. Please don't.
It's on the defense. Penalty declined. Browns win. Oh, man. Nick Chubb runs it in for 3 yards, and the Browns beat the Buccaneers in overtime, fellas. How about that?
Man, listen. Listen. Let me go ahead and change my title to a win right here. Bull, we finally saw the Cleveland Browns do something we haven't seen all year, and that's make the plays that they needed to make down the backstretch. You get the big time play by the defense. I think one guy that we talk about is Mark Emerson. Another guy we talk about there is your boy Myles Garrett. And then you ended up with your boy Nick Chubb. Ended it off with a touchdown and Amari Cooper. That's 3 of your 4 best players making plays when they had to. Your thoughts on the situation?
Well, I listen. I thought it was a great overall effort by the Browns. It's so funny. In their last 4 games, they played probably their 2 best games of the year, beating Cincinnati and Tampa, and their 2 worst games of the year, losing to at least one of their worst games of the year, losing to Miami. I guess the Bills, that's a tough game, but yeah, I mean this game they really played well on both sides of the ball. The offense had a lull in the middle. The offense played well early and then great late. I mean, Jacoby in his final start for the Browns, hopefully his final start for the Browns, did a tremendous job when it mattered. That last drive was clutch. And we know, guys, that the biggest flaw in his game through 10 weeks had been in those big moments. He'd made some big turnovers. And then you had the big drop by Amari Cooper when the Browns had it for the second to last time in the fourth quarter. And you thought when Amari Cooper drops that ball, you're like, here we go. That's how the Browns lose, right? And instead, they had to start all the way. Because of that, the Bucs got good field position, but the defense held them. And the Browns got buried deep in their own territory. They had to go a long way, but it was a great team effort. This was one day where, like, I know Cade York missed a field goal, but overall, the special teams was great. The return game was great. The coverage was great. The punting was, he's not been great this year, but it was a little better. The offense, not an amazing game, but a good game. Brissett played well when it mattered. Nick Chubb played well when it mattered. Goes for over 100 yards, gets the game-winning touchdown. And let's give credit to the defense because for the most part, they have been atrocious this season. And we talked about Tampa Bay being the team that doesn't. I don't think it's a coincidence that the 2 teams they've played great against, the defense, are teams that don't really like to run the ball in Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. I don't think that's a coincidence. And at least Cincinnati has the backs to do it. Tampa Bay doesn't really. And they made, the Browns running game, which we know has been just historically bad, outside of that one long run in that first drive, played great. So kudos to everybody. It was an excellent team effort today.
Steph, we take a look at it, and we've been asking guys to make plays. We've been asking guys to not only make plays in the first half, not only make plays in the second half. We've been asking the Browns special teams, the Browns offense and defense to play complementary football and to finish off people when you had a chance to do it. What did you see in overtime, especially, and how the Browns were able to lock this game up?
Well, a couple things right off the bat. Jerome Ford, Donovan Peoples-Jones, both guys had pretty decent efforts today in the return game. We would talk about the special teams. I think everybody, if we thought about this entire season up until this point, I think we thought a lot of games would have went like today, where the offense struggled, but the defense played well. This kind of felt like what we thought we were going to see. It was actually an anomaly this week because, the Browns offense had a tough, week, put it together late. His defense played tough today, which was very impressive from their standpoint. Garrett, as you and I talked about, I think a lot of guys have their eyes on the fact that they understand that Deshaun Watson is going to be this team's quarterback and maybe selling out a little bit more. But for what Jacoby did for this team, for the time of 11 games, he was a starter for this team. And I think guys truly respected what he did and the way he represented this franchise. You got a little bit of an extra effort from some of those guys. Look, 4-7, who knows where this goes? Obviously, the biggest Pandora's box in all of Cleveland Browns history is going to be opened on Wednesday. This is supposed to be the guy. He is supposed to be their Jordan. He is supposed to be everything. And maybe now that the momentum is a little bit high after a big win like this, and look, it is Tom Brady's last time he's going to come play in Cleveland, Ohio. I see a scenario where he does again. But you get this win. You basically flip the script. It's supposed to be the best part of this franchise history. It was a cool day. It really was. Granted, you like to win by more. You like to hold the opponent to less. But it was an important day. There's just no way around it. And the fact that Myles Garrett maybe closed it out with a sack, Nick Chubb closed it out with a touchdown run, and now maybe you're bringing in a quarterback who's supposed to be on the level of these two guys. If you're a Browns fan, this is what you're hoping for. You're excited for. You hope it's it.
DJ Knight with a super chat.
Yes, sir.
He says, and the Chubster went over 1,000 yards in this game. Woof, woof. That was not
Appreciate
good.
You as always. We got.
Gee, what about you, man?
Before we get to my thoughts, Damian Frederick says, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Chubb went over 20 carries in the fourth quarter. It was destined, LOL. I'm playing it. It's a funny narrative, though. I'm going to tell you what, man. Shout out to you guys for the super chats. We'll continue to read your super chats throughout the day. And 1,231 people in the lobby right now in the chat. Make sure you do something for us, man. Hey, we come on here and we got to do a lot of miserable talk. We talk about the coaches. We talk about the fans. You got poor Jeff over there drinking his Miller Lights. He be, he's up and awake. Bull ain't cussing nobody out in the chat. Please do us a favor. If it's 1,200, y'all, hit that like button for your boy. Sometimes you ain't got a super chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, so people don't be giving us no crazy text messages. We just trying to get it where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Bull, I'll tell you what. I had a good feeling about it. I said it last week. I said, for some reason, I got a good feeling about them coming into this game, playing against Tom Brady. And I will say this. The Cleveland Browns, I think, did one thing that I think they wanted to do. They wanted to send Jacoby Brissett out with a good taste in his mouth. Yeah. He didn't play his best football today, but what he did do was found guys open. Amari Cooper made up for the drop football. He did what he was supposed to do. And I'm just happy for the guys to be able to go into that locker room and celebrate a victory, because I know how hard it is. It was miserable. I was at the tailgate doing the pregame show. It was cold and it was miserable. I said, these dudes might fold. They might fold like a cheap tent. But these dudes came out today. Our primetime players did their thing.
Yeah, they did.
And I'm super excited for those guys. And now guess what? When you transition and you put it up there, Browns are now 4-7.
Got to win out. Got to win out with Watson. You never know.
You never know.
G, we got some more super chats. Let me read them real quick. G Money Uptown says, let's talk about EMJ with the lockdown coverage. And then Siege06 says, let's keep the good vibes going, boys. Tell us one thing you're thankful for on this Thanksgiving weekend. So those are the super chats.
Well, I could tell them that. I'll start with that. Yeah. I'm just thankful. All around the people do terrible jobs they don't want to do. If people work at different places and I see people work at different jobs, one thing I'm thankful of is I get to do this job full time. I get to talk sports with the greatest sports fans in the history of the game. We get to come on and do things like that. So it's really cool. So I'm really thankful for the people I work with and to be able to do that in Cleveland. That was an easy one for me. You guys?
By the way, guys, before we answer Jacksonville, this Ravens Jags game has been crazy. The Jags scored 10 points to take the lead. Ravens went down and scored a touchdown. Now the Jags scored a touchdown with 14 seconds left, but it's being reviewed. So I don't know if it counts or not, but if it does, they're going to kick an extra point to try to tie the game. It looked like he caught it. I don't know if he got that second foot in.
You know, guy we missed, and let me see this right here.
Yeah.
Somebody put this in the chat. Mike says that might have been a top 5 all-time catch by Njoku.
That was a magnificent catch.
A one-hand catch on
top 5
down.
all-time in the NFL or Browns?
I would say Browns. I'm not going to let him get that off.
Stop with a top 5 all-time catch.
No, but it almost seemed like
but it was a great catch.
Seemed for Njoku that his feet were kind of like trapped, like he couldn't like elevate. So it kind of like was the outfielder with the last grasp effort. Look, I mean, ranking catches. I mean, we'll have to watch these things a million times. But if anything, David Njoku, seriously, this is where we're at, guys. I mean, nice. For everybody who had their questions about what this team, and it actually, there was one point today where he came back on the field and they're like, oh, best receiving tight end, David Njoku. And I was like, man, y'all didn't do your homework, man. Really? Like, you're going to call him the pass receiving tight end? They didn't pay him $14 million just because they thought he was good at receiving. He is the Browns' top tight end. They missed him while he was out. Guy's done fantastic things to this part. His statistical output today was obviously
he wasn't having much of a game until then in terms of production.
Sometimes it ain't about how many knocks you have. It's about whether or not you have a big knock, and you had a huge knock today, oddly.
And I'm going to ask you
guys
this question. I'll ask you this question here. How do you feel about the game next week with Watson? We've been anticipating.
The Texans are the worst team in football. I expect them to crush them.
So you expect him to come out and be ready to go?
I mean, listen, I don't think he's going to be perfect. I think he'll be a little rusty, but it's the perfect team to play. The Texans are the worst team in football. It's not even close.
They don't want to win, and they certainly don't want to win. By no means do the Houston Texans
suck.
want to win.
They're horrible. They have nothing. They have a nice running back. We know Brandon Cooks is a good wide receiver, but he's frustrated being there. Their defense stinks. Their offense stinks. So I think it's a perfect game.
Do you think the offense will relatively be the same? What are you gonna, or do you think you'll turn on the Cleveland Browns and you'll see different wrinkles?
I think it'll be very different. I don't know what you think, Jeff, but it'll even if they don't change it that much, it's going to be different because they're going to be defended differently. Because the days of 9 guys in the box are over. You can't do that with Deshaun Watson. So it's going to change how they call plays, if nothing else. Jeff, before you jump in, super chat from Donnie M. Hey, fellas, I think we need to show some love for Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown and a solid special teams play in overtime. Yeah. We've not been able to say many good things about Anthony Schwartz. He did have a nice day today.
Yes, I'll give him his just desserts. Sometimes it's funny when you get a guy on the board a little bit. Sometimes that's the exact thing you need for him to feel his confidence kind of float in. He did get a first down here at the end of the game. I think they threw a little quick pass to him. He did get a first down, made the guy miss, got upfield. And those are the little steps that you might take from these games where you can build on something and grow your confidence moving forward, Jeff, especially when he's back getting minutes and back doing some things well. How did you guys think the defense? I thought Joe Woods was greatly maligned. What did you think of his performance and the defensive performance today, especially going against Tom Brady?
Well, first of all, we have been the ones much maligning him.
Yes,
deservedly so.
Fair enough.
Yes, I've been on him for weeks.
And I don't want to lose any of the super chats. So I'm going to say Siege tweets beer. He gave us super chat money. It's beer money, so Jeff can step up and afford a GLBC Dortmunder Gold.
Just send me the Joe Thomas. Just send me the Joe Thomas stuff. I don't need anything special.
Yeah,
the Joe Thomas stuff is really good. I'm good with that.
I'm sorry, G. The defense, I mean, they did a great job today. What can you say? And you talked about it before, and I didn't answer your question specifically. You mentioned like the stars stepping up when they needed them, from Myles Garrett getting the sack on Brady. You're right, Amari Cooper, the great catch and run, and then Nick Chubb ultimately getting the touchdown. Certainly Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb are their two best players, along with Cooper's one of their best, and probably Bitonio. But yeah, those guys stepped up when it mattered, and the defense did a great job.
Mark Kahn says a ray of sunshine and otherwise a very dark football weekend. I think they made a win for Tom Brady. Will make up for that Michigan beatdown of Ohio State. I think people feel a little bit better. At least we can watch our games going into the second half of the day. 4:00 games, you should be able to do something. You'll be able to watch the games to get your fantasy teams as well. Do we have any updates on that Jacksonville game?
They scored a touchdown, and they went for 2 to try to win the game, and they got it.
Wow.
And now I say win the game. There's still a little time left.
Jags have the lead right now.
14 seconds left. Jags up 28-27. Jacksonville's kicking off.
Good for the Jaguars. Jags won. I'm getting Jags won. So, I mean, I don't know if that's right.
No, it's not over yet. I got it on this 14.
And Garrett and Adam, obviously, we went through the game today. Joe Woods, simplify. You had Sione Takitaki now playing your mic. You were playing JOK. Simplify. What are you looking for? Find my best players. Make plays. Put them in where there's no thinking, just react. And you saw that today from this defense. Anthony Schwartz, for me, and we talked about this a million times. McCall Hardman from the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the kind of path you were hoping for Anthony Schwartz. If you thought he was going to be a 70-reception, 1,000-yard guy, no. Game-breaking speed, use it when people aren't expecting it. You got it early, and Jacoby Brissett, man, let's talk about it. It's very rare you say a quarterback has a pancake. Jacoby Brissett had a pancake block today. But for Anthony Schwartz, man, put that work in, dude. Go in there every day. You don't want to listen to the outside noise. You want to do everything you can to contribute. And Anthony Schwartz, ideally, is maybe a 3, 4, 5 receiver. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
guys,
he's got a calling card. Go ahead.
Justin Tucker, with 2 seconds left, is going to attempt what I think is a 60-yard field goal.
Wow.
Outside.
If it was anybody else, I'd say no chance. But with him, they completed like a 20-yard pass. I don't know how.
He's going to make it. He's going to make
it. Oh, my God. It's not 60. It's 67-yard field goal attempt.
67 yards?
The ball's at the 50. He's trying a 67-yard field goal attempt. Snap. The kick is up. Oh, my God. Did he get it? It was short. Wow. Oh. It was short. Oh. Are you seeing it?
Hey, my man D-Marsh says this. It's so funny.
Wow.
All D-Marsh says is this. All I see is the uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then
it looked good, guys, but because you can't tell short or not from watching on the TV. It was right down the middle. And it looks like it dropped maybe let's see. Oh, that was showing the back view. Oh, he just missed that. No, he missed that. He missed it by about 4 or 5 yards.
Wow.
It had it was straight, but he was like 4 or 5 yards short.
I tell you what, man. 1,400 people in live. Do me a
Woo!
favor. Do me a favor. Hit that
super
like button,
chat.
bro.
I got a super chat.
You got a super chat. Put it
from
on
Ray.
There,
Ray says, I don't know how to put it on the screen.
Oh, here we go.
Ray says, DBs did their job. Does Joe Wood still have a job next year if he gets better till the end of the season? I mean, at this point, to me, the ship has sailed on Joe Woods. Yeah. I'd move on. Obviously, they're not obviously not going to fire him this week if you hadn't fired him at this point. But I'd be looking for an upgrade this offseason.
I would be upgrading him too.
Yeah.
One more super chat here.
Yeah.
Siege 06 62nd. Either way. Appreciate your super chat, my guy. For a season that is trending heavily towards a disappointing, how impressed were you with the team's effort and play today? I thought they played hard. I thought they could have very easily hung it up. I thought they could have. There was times in the game they could have been the same old Browns, but they came back and made the plays you needed to make. I had a feeling about them today. I thought that they would come out and play with some energy. And now the cool thing about it is all of us have a little more energy. The media, the team, the roster, because now you're a brand new team. You're a brand new roster because you got a quarterback that you believe can make all the throws, make all the plays, and a guy that can bring you back from down big or get you to a place where you are a bona fide contender.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how they are reinvigorated. I'm excited to see Kevin Stefanski for once let his hair down in the press conference and say, "Hey man, we got to freaking win, bro. We got to win. Got that dub."
Yeah. Obviously, Deshaun Watson is a great talent. It is fair to say, though, we don't know what he's going to look like because he hasn't played in 2 years. Like, he may not play great. He could. I think he's good. My guess is he'll play well. He'll look great at times, but he'll be a little inconsistent, especially early because he just hasn't played in so long. Who knows? Like, I got somebody tweeted me to. Right. I mean, I got
8 games.
Somebody just tweeted to me earlier and said, Deshaun Watson's the second best quarterback in the NFL. I'm like, shut up. What are you talking about? Like, he's as talented as any quarterback in the NFL. I think eventually he's going to be, at worst, the top 10, if not top 5 quarterback in the NFL. But he's not the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. He hasn't played in 2 years. So let's give him a moment before we're saying he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. Let's let him get on the field. I know listen, you could say it's a bad landing spot playing in Houston because their crowd's going to be crazy and booing him and whatever. But the reality is any road game for this year and probably for next year, he's going to get booed like crazy. It is what it is. Nobody can complain about it. We would do the same thing if he were playing for another team. And who cares? He's got to deal with that stuff. But in terms of the opponent, Houston's the best possible team you could play because they're so bad. So hopefully the Browns can kick their ass.
Super chat really quick before we go to you.
Okay, go ahead,
we'll go right to you after the super chat. $9.99 JC, thank you so much for the super chat. Rake it up, UCSS. Y'all deserve it after the past month. Happy D-Dub return week. All good vibes this week. No doubt, man. We appreciate you. Hey, we was counting on this one, man. I think everybody will have a little more pep in their step. Make sure you check us out on Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Next week on Monday, McNuggets will be back in the building, 11 to 1. We'll have Jay, we'll have Bull. You know how we do. We'll have our regular recap. And don't forget, it's 1,400 people in here. Y'all better be locked into the Locked On Browns podcast. Your daily Browns podcast every single day. You can simulcast this show, the 2-minute warning, to that. Check that out. You can find us wherever you download your podcast. Continue to get that with me and Jeff. We'll be back ready to go tomorrow. You know what it is. John Costco, Pro Football Focus, will be up, ready to go. You get those PFF scores. The first place to get them will be right here on the Locked On Browns podcast. You up, Jeff. What you got?
My only thing is, like, this is for the next 6 games. This is big because now you're trying to sell, obviously, people, free agents on the defensive side of the ball here. So you have Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. You have New Orleans. You have Washington. And you have the Houston Texans here. You want this team to look good over this next 6 weeks. It doesn't necessarily matter about whether or not playoffs here in 2022. We all understand how limited that opportunity is. But you want to see Deshaun Watson here over 6 weeks because you're trying to reel guys in here. We need defensive tackles. We know this. We need playmakers. We need more pass rushers. You're hoping this goes well. You're hoping this looks well because it'll do the Browns front office a big, big favor in trying to sell guys and say, hey, look, I know Deshaun has only been here for a limited amount of time. The team looks, but, we need some guys over here. And, we seem that we're turned the corner now on the offensive side of the ball, which look good, but you want it to look good with Deshaun Watson to basically, cement that some guys will commit here in the free agency period.
Bull, we got somebody say, listen, take it easy on Jay. He doesn't understand no better right now. Take it easy on your brother. Hey, by the way, we all do like each other.
Yeah. We were at Jay's house and G was supposed to be, I don't know, how come you didn't come to Jay's house yesterday?
Me and Jeff had to do a podcast. We had to get that money off. Hey, we don't get that same kind of check they get, Jeff. Them Locked On be cracking the whip on us. They be like, listen, we need 616 this week.
We had a good time at Jay's palatial estate, man.
Hey, man, what y'all eat?
They had some pizza. It was good. There's chips and dips.
I mean, be honest. Bo, be honest. You're from the East Coast. Was that pizza worth it?
It was acceptable pizza. It was solid.
At least C plus pizza.
It was solid pizza. I actually, when I first saw it, I was like, it's not going to be good. But it's actually pretty good. It was pretty, it's not New York pizza. What are you going to do?
Hey, man, Tommy Galucci says, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and a good thing never dies, the Cleveland Redemption. I'll tell you what, this was something I was kind of concocted in my head. I said, listen, maybe we can, because the last few weeks was tough for us. I mean, it's tough to come in and try to come up with some content, and you're losing games every which way possible. You're putting your time and energy and effort in trying to conjuring up what to talk about with this team. Now, I think you'll find out, and a lot of people understand this. I think this will be a brand new season. There's a new sense of reinvigoration now because you can actually make some thought processes, right? If you were down on the fact that Nick Chubb hasn't been getting the ball, think about it like this. There ain't no more 9-man boxes.
Right.
Go ahead with them 9-man boxes if you want to now, because we got some guys that's going to be open. And you feel good about the fact that Donovan Peoples-Jones is a guy that will catch the football. It's funny how a couple wins can make you feel a lot better about your life. And so it's really funny that way. We got about 5 minutes to go.
Super chat. Robbie says, huge win on my birthday. Go Dogs.
There we go. Let me put that up there.
Birthday, Robbie.
Huge, big. And what he didn't even super chat. Albert Langford said Brissett performed admirably these first 11 games. He made errors at critical moments in the game, in some of them, but he was good 75% of the time. And I think for the most of us, we can agree with that. I think Jacoby has his flaws. And I want to ask you guys this in the last couple of minutes here while we're on the stream. What do you think is in store for Jacoby Brissett as we move and he moves and gives the mantle back to Deshaun Watson? Is he a guy that could be back here with an extended price, or do you think he played well enough that he's going to get a starting position at some of these other places and a chance to play himself into a starting role? Bull,
go ahead, Jim.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go? I don't think no team is guaranteeing Jacoby Brissett a starting position, even though he played, well here. But I could see he's probably not going to be back because at the very least, he's going to get, top backup money, if nothing else. And the Browns, with Watson getting paid what he is, they're not going to want to pay that kind of money for a backup. But Jacoby, right now is clearly one of the 32 best quarterbacks in the NFL, but he's not good enough that a team is just going to get all in behind him at this point in his career. I think he'll probably go to a situation where he can compete for a starting job or be, a situation like, not like here, but a situation where there's a young quarterback. You go to a team that drafts a quarterback and maybe he starts the season. But I think he's probably gone. I'm sure we'd all love to have him here, but I don't think he's going to get a good backup money, and I just don't think the Browns, when they're paying Deshaun Watson $45 million next year, are going to be able to pay a lot of backup money. They'll go with Dobbs or some other young guy probably.
Jeff, what do you got?
The thing for me is we have guys like Chase Daniel, who's knocking on the door of $35-40 million earned in this league. He's never sniffed what Jacoby Brissett just did for 11 games.
Well, he's barely ever played.
Exactly. So, that's the weird thing. But, for Jacoby, whether it's 2 years, $12 million, Houston Texans, New York Jets, New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, there's a million places where you could put a guy like Jacoby Brissett in place, say, hey, I don't know how long I got to need you, but I'm going to pay you to be the starter while you're the starter. I'm going to pay you to be the guy who basically takes my guy and gives him behind the scenes look into the NFL. Jacoby Brissett deserves that opportunity. Nobody's going to give him a starting gig full-time for 2-3 years, and it's sad. And Bull, and we're a little bit older than G, Jacoby Brissett in the late 80s, early 90s, he would have been fine as an NFL starting quarterback.
No doubt. Yeah.
But now where guys are so much more athletic, you can break more down with your legs. That's what Jacoby's at a little bit of a disadvantage. And the recipe here was right because they thought the defense was going to be able to cover up a lot of warts. It didn't. Jacoby wasn't the issue. No. Maybe you find, Jacoby Brissett with the Rams, where, Matthew Stafford's not working out right. You got some injuries, but your defense is still maybe pretty good. There's a plenty of homes for a guy like Jacoby Brissett, and he's earned it. As much as I've enjoyed it, I want better for him. Obviously, there is no opportunity here unless Deshaun Watson can only throw the ball with his left hand. He will
Yeah.
start every game, and this is what we all hope for. But Jacoby Brissett, you go get it, man. And you know what? A guy that probably going to be like, I don't know, maybe a college coach one day. Go get it, man. You've done everything you had to do to find a way to make good money playing this game. It's not going to be from the pure talent standpoint for Jacoby Brissett. It's going to be from putting the work in, the effort in, and people realize you appreciate the person you are and trust in you. He's going to go get his money. It's going to be a different avenue, further on down the road. But man, you really got to like what this guy did for this team.
Siege on the super chat says that we should give Jacoby the bag. I think he's an important locker room presence. Somebody give him some money, but it's not going to be the Browns. And
unless he's going to put on 70 pounds and play D-tackle.
Yeah, no. And Mark says, best part of this win is I live in Tampa. Go Browns. I listen every day. Thanks, Mark.
Shout out to you guys,
good for you,
man.
Mark.
I will say this before we get up out of here. We will be back. We will be back on Monday. Make sure you check us out bright and early, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Before you get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Right now, we're the only people doing what we do. We come on here and we've had a great opportunity to actually watch the game with you guys, go through the ups and downs and all the way through overtime. We were 35 minutes into this thing before we even got to the post game show, and we got to experience a Browns win for the first time in a long time. And
Just love the bull on the play-by-play. He's killing it.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, shout out to Bull for bringing it. It's kind of nerve-wracking because I don't know what kind of TV he got or cable.
Yeah.
His stuff is a whole play and a half ahead of mine. He's almost on the second play before I get it. I just listen to Bull. Shout out to him. He thinks he's the best play-by-play guy in the world. He's decent on the internet. I'll give him that. And also make sure we do have our memberships. $1.99 gets you our emojis.
You got to do the $4.99. You got to do the $4.99.
But you got to do $4.99. You want that extra content. You want that
Browns
extra
once
stuff.
today. We can push for the $4.99, right?
Put the $4.99. Y'all feeling kind of good. Y'all got a couple
It's
drinks.
CW time, kids.
Hey, it's time to go, man. So make sure you do that. And as always, hit the like button, subscribe button, and then make sure you subscribe to the Locked On Browns podcast as well. We want to thank you guys for joining us. We want to thank you guys so much. We'll catch you again. Final score, Cleveland Browns 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17. And this is the UCSS post-game show, the 2-minute warning.